Well, it looks like Tulsi's done it again. Former Hawaiian governor calls for presidential candidate Tulsi Gabbard to resign from Congress. Get out! We've said for a long time on this channel that Tulsi is a Democrat in a party that does not want her. She thinks she's a Democrat because she loves to spend tons of money. If you want a reference for that, you can check out her interview with John Stossel on YouTube, and you can get that. But while one side of her mouth says, money, 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 spend, 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 the other side of her mouth is family conservative, as well as, her most famous stance is being in the military while against wars that she doesn't think make any sense. And obviously, she's looking for people that agree with her on that, and she's found quite a few. Anyway, we continue. So the former governor of Hawaii wants her gone. Pretty much everybody wants her gone in her party. Because don't forget, it was Tulsi Gabbard that absolutely destroyed the campaign of Kamala Harris from California when Tulsi asked her some very simple questions in the debate, and Kamala's answer was, and then afterwards, Kamala said, "Oh, I'm a top-tier candidate. I don't even have to answer people like you." Now Kamala's out of the race. Tulsi's still in. She's not going to win, but she's still in. So let's talk about what a top-tier candidate is. A former Hawaii governor on Monday called for the long-shot presidential candidate Tulsi Gabbard to resign from Congress after she voted present on 2 articles of impeachment against Trump. Gabbard must resign her seat, the sooner the better, representing Hawaii in the U.S. House as an... Let me try that one more time. Gabbard must resign her seat, the sooner the better, representing Hawaii in the U.S. House of Representatives because she's missing votes on almost everything, said Neil Abercrombie, who was the governor from 2010 to 2014, before he represented Hawaii in the U.S. House and resigned to run for governor. Gabbard said last week she was standing in the center by voting present. I don't even know what that means, but okay. Gabbard announced earlier this year that she would not run for re-election to the House so that she could focus on the presidential campaign. Maybe, but she also knows there's not a snowball's chance in Hawaii that she's going to get reelected there after what she did to Kamala and all the other choice things she's had to say to the other Democrats that they just don't want to hear. They prefer the term neener, neener, neener at that point. This decision came after she spent much of the year traveling to Iowa and New Hampshire. Now, we've talked about how the Democrats are going after her. Now let's talk about how the media goes after her. Look at this. According to the website GovTrack US, Gabbard missed 88.7% of the 141 House votes taken in the past 3 months. How is that the press attacking her? Because nowhere in the rest of the article is the same GovTrack showing how the other candidates and what their percentage is for missing all of their votes. Because you can't be out on the campaign trail and still vote. That's not how that works. You can't vote in absentia. So here she is at an 88.7. Fine. But they don't report anybody else's. Pete Buttigieg isn't even in his city where he's the mayor. So who's running that city since he's not there? And they want to talk about missing 88.7% of the votes? What about being the mayor and never being there? Okay? And so that's how the press goes after you. Because the press doesn't like her either. They want her gone. So that's how that goes. They're coming to take her away. They're coming to take her away. I don't know how much further she's going to get. Tim Pool and several others have mentioned that they would love to see Trump adopt her to go into to work at the White House as a secretary of something or another. And I personally think it would be really exciting if she got picked to do it. Somebody else has said, well, what about Yang? Shouldn't Yang be in there too? I'm like, I don't know. Yang's kind of an interesting guy. But as far as like his ideas, I haven't heard any that make sense. The idea of a universal income it's failed everywhere it's been applied if the goal was to help people raise their standard. If it was to keep them down at the bottom where they were already, okay, mission accomplished. So, anyways, she voted present. Today is Christmas Eve, so this is my present to you. I hope you enjoy it. And I will have one more video coming later, so watch for it. And do have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And thanks for checking in here at the Tea Party Hardy channel.